What's up, Dragon Brood? So today we are going to take a look back at a popular deck from a couple of seasons ago. They got some updates, and I've been playing it off and on a couple of times each season that's actually had good results. But I spend a lot of time building a lot of decks, so I don't always come back to it. But today we have a nice little Mardu Humans deck that's actually pretty sweet. It got a couple of good upgrades from Strixhaven, which I wasn't really expecting, but we added a couple cards that worked out fantastically in here. So I wanted to share it with y'all and see what you think. Also, if you'd like to see me open a booster box, actually not even a collector's booster box of Strixhaven, let me know in the comments down below. I have one kind of sitting here and I've been debating doing a live box opening. So y'all let me know if you want to see that here on the YouTube channel or not. But for now, let's go take a look at this Mardu Humans list. Okay, the majority of this list is going to look kind of like the usual suspects. However, a couple of the pieces that we switched and added in really pull a lot of weight here. So we're going to start at the top and just play 3 Venerable Knight. And I know some people are probably saying, why aren't you playing 4 instead of 3? It's the best thing you can do for 1 mana, to get a 2/1. But truthfully, the issue here is just that we just didn't have room, and I had to skimp somewhere. And the Venerable Knight was the, I guess, unfortunate casualty. But it's partly because it's also easy to kill by just about everything. It is nice to have that benefit of putting the counter somewhere else, but ultimately, I just needed some stronger cards elsewhere. You went up with 4 Fervent Champ, not a lot to say about that. 3 Rally in the ranks. Now, as you're going to see in this list, we do have a few different cards that kind of have the Anthem effect and pump up our creatures. And this is really important when you're trying to go up, especially right now against like the Pest decks from the Witherbloom stuff, or you're trying to go up against the White Aggro decks, or even just the red decks for that matter. Being able to get those creatures to 2, then 3, then 4 toughness really makes it hard for your opponent to deal with without double blocking or in some way having to put themselves at risk. So definitely a big fan of maximizing those where we can. And with this one, we're pretty much always going to call humans. So no surprise there. Worthy Knight. Now, I will say this on Worthy Knight. We do have a couple of creatures that will not trigger it. I am okay with that, right? Like the thing is, the majority of them do. So we're going to result in more counters. The times we don't, it's just a 2/2 for 2, but often in this deck, it's going to be a 3/3 or a 4/4 anyway, so we don't really mind. It's also easy to cast, only having 1 white and a colorless in the casting cost. Then we have 3 Dire Tactics. With everything being humans, we almost never take damage from this, so nothing wrong with that. 4 Humiliate. This has been one of the most important cards out of the new set for this deck, mostly because it allows you to get that board sweeper, get that extinction event, whatever it is, ultimatum, out of your opponent's hand, and really allows you to play the game that you want to play, which is super important. 4 Inspiring Veteran pumps all your other knights. Again, all but 2 creatures in the deck, I believe. The Spellbinder and the Kudro are knights, so it works out perfectly. Elite Spellbinder, speaking of which, is the other new card that we added to the list. And this has done a lot of work as well, because again, sometimes you're just trying to buy time with this deck, right? You get a couple of creatures out, your opponent's setting up something, and you just want to take that out of their hand to just make them have to wait that extra turn, an extra beat to really deal with your creatures. And if they're not able to, you're able to punch through and really get it done before they can do much about it. Then General Kudro. At one point, this was 3 of, and eventually went to 2 of, as we added these next couple of cards you're about to see on the list. But that +1/+1 is so big, and also being able to remove stuff from the yard is relevant in some matchups. Showdown of the Scalds. This has been a neat inclusion just because it's kind of like you empty your hand and it just gives you another couple of things to do. It can sometimes be the difference between pumping a couple of creatures that can get through. Maybe you have an elite Spellbinder that's flying, and those counters are going to be important. It's just a lot of little things that this card allows you to do to your team that really can make it hard for your creatures to be dealt with. Then a couple of Goldspan Dragon, because sometimes you just need a 4-mana Fireball. It's something like that. To come over the top, really be able to hit your opponent out of nowhere, give you that extra oomph in an attack step. There's even times you're going to be able to attack with the Goldspan Dragon alongside a couple of creatures and still Embercleave, right? That's a thing. And yes, we are playing 2 Embercleave. Now, I will say the mana, we really went around and around with this. We did end up with a couple of tournament grounds, and I took those out. And then we kind of had one less plains and one more swamp. And then we went to less black. So then we took the swamp out and just left one. So we were all over the place here. And eventually this is where we settled. So we're playing 4 plains, 1 swamp, 2 mountains, 4 of each of the pathways, 2 survive triome, and 2 fabled passage. And so far it's mostly worked out okay. It is a little risky because you do need to try to get all 3 colors into play to really function. But, you know, we'll just go hop into the arena, see how things go, and at the end of the video, I'll tell you about changes that I was considering making to this list. Alright, we're going to keep this one. If we don't get land, we don't get land. That's basically what this one's all about. This is land or no here. Almost any color, but would prefer black. Alright, they mulliganed once over there. If we go land, where we get to play out a bunch of cards and then hit the Scalds, that would be brilliant. That'd be the best. That's not helping, deck. Not helping at all. Alright. Come on. Now I need a black untapped land just so I can get rid of that Clarion Spirit. Because that's not going to make our life happy. Oh, that was like the worst possible thing. Alright, attack with this. I'll trade that for a Clarion Spirit, I guess. Oh boy. Now it's going to start to suck. This is probably the Magecraft Boros deck too. Actually, I don't know. This could also be a Winota deck. Yeah, it probably is Winota. So now it's bad because if we do have... well, we drew it, but now I kind of have to do it and just hope they only have a Winota and a land maybe in hand. Oh, Blade Historian. Well, that's just as bad. Okay, no attacks. We may be in the market to double block a Venerable Warsinger. Just so it doesn't crush us later. And Winota's still a scary situation here. Oh, no! Oh, we can only dodge this for so long. Alright, Stern Proc, that's okay. This has the only thing with an ETB, but it doesn't matter in this matchup. Alright, hopefully this gets us there. Because my god, we need something. Come on. Thank goodness. Alright, we are going to lose a showdown, but I'll take it in exchange for what's about to go down here. Okay, respectable. Respectable. So we're going to get a swamp, but I'm actually not even going to cast anything because we need to leave up the dire tactics. So we get to do this. Put the counter here. What's the opponent doing? I mean, I guess you could sacrifice your Affliate if you really want to. I'm like, not sure what that would achieve, but feel free, my friend. Feel free. And like I said, we can do this and attack. But man, we would set ourselves up for some bad shenanigans if that were to happen. So we're just going to pass. I guess I could have attacked with the Spellbinder. That would have been somewhat safe here. Oh boy. This is definitely a Winota list, because that would have been one of their Winota hits. Everything except 2. Reasonable. We could block it. Don't hate that. Yeah, we're just gonna wait. Another Spellbinder. Which I guess we just put it there. At least we can start attacking in the air. The opponent wants to do something about it. So be it. Yeah, I'm not going to pay for it. I mean, there's nothing to go after. All right, we're going to attack for 5. I mean, there is a situation where we get the opponent low enough that a Kudro does become a real problem for them. That they end up having to block to just not die. Oh, really? Alright, don't hate that. Don't hate that at all. Now, if they don't get Winota... Clarion Spirit. Okay, that's not so bad. Winota would have been scarier because then we would have had to kill Winota and then we have to deal with the Blade Historian. But this way we can actually let them attack, then jam the Blade Historian, and then everything loses double strike because it's only attacking creatures have double strike. From everything other than the chosen color. So yeah, I'll block. I think we've done what we're going to do with the Worthy Knight. This is probably the most patient I've had to be. And I can't even remember how long. Alright, next turn, I think we're close to being able to pull this off with a Kudro. Another War Singer. Okay, sure. They're at 13. Block the big one. Take 3. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, not enough. Not enough. We're still further away than I want to be. A second Dire Tactics wouldn't be bad, though. Because then we could use one during their end step and one on our turn. Though I'm sure the opponent's also wondering, like, what my hand looks like. I will say, though, if they get a Winota, it's definitely going to force our hand. We're not going to have a choice. We're going to have to kill Winota and then maybe just leave enough. Ooh. Well, this exiles, so we're not worried about that. Yeah. You get a Selfless Savior. That's fine. And the only thing we're worried about with Blade Historian really are the War Singers. We're not worried about anything else because they don't hit hard enough to matter. Yeah, and I like the opponent's play here because, like, okay, I have a Selfless Savior. Now what are you going to do, right? Are you going to chump block with everything? And then what? You know? But here's what I'm thinking. What if we actually end up killing the problem creature even for that? So let's do... Let me look at what this looks like real quick. We threaten to kill one, and knowing we're going to Dire Tactics it, right? And then we block, block, block. Or is there a way we can do this with the minimum number of creatures? What if we do it like this? But we still don't want to let a damage through because we don't want them to get the Selfless Savior back. So we do it like this. So then we kill off 2 Venerable War Singers and we get that. They have to use that on our 5/3. This probably blocks one of the Fervent Champs. This will block a champ. This will block a champ. And then they take 4, 5, 6. They wouldn't be dead. Alright, I think this is the right... we can't do that, though. I have to put something with bigger toughness on here. And then I have to move this and this over here. So everything's at least threatened. Alright. This is what we want to do. I want it to look like that, I think. No, I don't. I want it to look like this. Gosh dang it. Can't get this right. I mean, I know they're going to use the Selfless Saviors, so... Alright, I think that's what we want it to look like. So I assume the Savior is going to go after the one that's going to kill 2 Fervent Champs. That would be the plan. There we go. Excellent. Now we Kudro. Also get rid of a problem creature in the graveyard. Doesn't trigger. I'm not going to pay for it. I mean, I can, but I'm not. And then we're going to attack with everything. Pump this one. Pump this one. Oh, it has to be the other one. Sure. Man, that was a tough situation to figure out. Good one, but a tough one. I've never had to be more patient with a card ever. Like, that's the longest I've probably hold on to that. Like, all right, opponent loses all their things. All right, looks good to me. That worked out exactly how we hoped. I'll put the counter there, I guess. And not even going to play this other one in case randomly they have a sweeper. But this should be lethal. Yeah. Oh, that was a good one. Whew, we go first, and we have no red in hand. All right, I'm going to gamble. And we know the cost here. Okay, we found red. So now it's just, do we want Worthy Knight to die or Inspiring Veteran to die? That's pretty much it. Who are we sending to their death first? Though this is tough, right? Because the opponent doesn't have a removal card, or they have a tapped land, they probably aren't going to kill our Worthy Knight. As much as we don't like it, I think we have to Worthy Knight because the upside's just bigger here. And if nothing else, they have a kill card, so be it. We're just going to hope to draw a land and play the Showdown of the Scalds. Oh, you would not have been able to kill that with the Vanishing Verse. Oh, that sucks. Man, that one hurts to choose poorly. Let me tell you. Oh. Oh. That one hurts a bit. That one definitely hurts. Okay, good news. Opponent's playing just removal deck. We're playing Showdown of the Scalds here. Oh my gosh. I am glad we did what we did. That had potential to be terrible. We're going to lose the other Showdown, so that sucks. So we got to make use of this one. They know we have an Elite Spellbinder, though. And we don't get to cycle this. Not that we're going to. It's going to take all 5 mana. But we do get a land off of this. Possibly get a 3/3 Worthy Knight. That might be the best thing we get here. Alright. Looks like they're just running Elspeth out with the understanding that we probably would have taken that. Ooh. Humiliate. Don't think that's what we want to do, though. I like it, but I don't think it's really what we want to do. We'll put this on black, I guess. Whoa, wait. Oh, I only had one. Oh, it didn't matter. I had to play this. No, I wasn't paying attention to my mana. Oh, I so deserve to lose this. I deserve every bit of pain I'm about to get. Yep.
I am proud of my comrades.
Oh, the deck bailed me out. I don't deserve this. I really don't. But as you can see, I could add like double these things. Oh, we'll get rid of your Valky. That's fine. Man, I could add double Spellbinder right now. That makes me sad. Alright, no attacks. We're just gonna go Spellbinder, Spellbinder attacks, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Well, we do lose that, which sucks. You know, one of the things I actually messed up because I could have chosen, as I look at Turtle's hand, I could have chosen not to take anything, and I could have just put Valkyrie in their graveyard. Now I have, if they get one more mana, I'm going to end up having to deal with it, which is pretty bad. I mean, we still might get there if we're lucky, but we probably need to draw like Worthy Knight something here. Yeah, we just lose the plains. It's not a big deal. But the opponent's one land away now from getting to use their Valkyrie. 2, 4, 6. Oh no, they're 2 away. I miscounted. Yep,
Believe
feel
in
free.
yourself as I believe in you.
Yep, token don't mean nothing. We'll block. Like, this is still a race we can win. I'm okay with this. Oh, not if we keep drawing land, though. That's bad. All right. They're at 7. They can at least get Elspeth back here. And then that actually does cause a problem because then Mila is going to get in for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, puts us down to 5. We can kill Acquisitions Expert. And then we're probably in trouble after that. Ooh, they drew a Vanishing Verse. That's way worse for us. Ooh. Oh, no. This helps a lot, but I would have liked something else here. All right. Another dragon is lethal. Embercleave is lethal. I think that's it. So we only have 4 lethal outs. 3 lethal outs. Opponent's still 2 mana away from getting to cast their Valkyrie.
Monsters nor gods will stand in my way. Follow me
All right,
to the realm
they gained
of the
life. I was going to say, we'll block Mila. All right, this starts to make a difference now. I mean, Elspeth's just going to do her thing. No point attacking her, really. Because I would have just put a counter back on it. Yep. That's going to gain 2, I would think. Or 3. Yeah, yep. Opponent's going to make more tokens.
If you are going to fight, fight beside me.
All right, there we go. Now we're turning the corner a little bit here. Now we attack with that, with that. Do we even attack with this? I mean, how do they block here and not die? I mean, we also have to not have them do something crazy because I don't know what they're doing on their side. I think maybe we just attack with those. That feels very weak. So I feel like the best thing they can do is like triple block this and we still kill 2 problematic cards. But no, it's not worth the risk. All right, I'll attack with those. Yeah, I assume that would be the case. All right. I think this makes it hard for us to lose because then they can retaliatory strike. Yeah, that just picks off a token. That doesn't do enough. Opponent's deck looks neat, though. I got to admit. Not something I've seen so far. So I have 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So 1 more and they can cast Valkyrie. So if they top deck a land. If we attack with everything, that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But they have to block at least 2 ground things if we attack with all this. No, they have to block everything. All right. We'll pump this guy, I guess, so it's just more damage, not that it matters. I mean, I'm doing this so when Valky hits, if they do, it does get rid of our Goldspan Dragon, we have some other outs. Okay. Okay. I mean, if they top deck a land, our Goldspan Dragon's dead. We got to draw like Embercleave or another Fervent Champ or something. If they don't get there, then we literally won strictly because of Elite Spellbinder. Putting that Valky at bay forever. Yep. Oh, man. Woo. Woo. I wouldn't say this is ideal, but it's pretty dang good. All right. Get in there. Maybe they'll play a tap land and make us feel good. Come on, opponent. You can do it. I have faith in you. Oh, this is sad. See, they left burn damage up. They left burn damage up. I'm not happy about this. I'm so weak. I'm so weak because I should play the Inspiring Veteran, but I'm too scared, y'all. I'm too scared. Dead Fervent Champ incoming. Told ya. Alright. Human it is. Okay. Well, the good news is, if they don't have exactly another Frostbite, we will at least get to set up an opportunity. Actually, do we even wait? I might do that, actually. Yeah, let's let this roll for a second. Because I'm just realizing, right? Like, we could put this out there, and if they have a Frostbite, we just lose it. But if we're more patient, then next turn we can just have a 4-power thing that's going to be much harder for them to deal with. We exile the Anax. Oh, we can't. Oh, no. Okay. Well, they're not going to get another card off the robber. We just take 2. I forgot I didn't have the black mana. I was thinking about something that didn't exist. Because I probably should have just played the Rally of the Ranks last turn. Things being what they are. So now I'm actually worse off. Because now I'm not going to be able to deal with the Anax the way I wanted to. So that was a mistake. That was definitely a misplay. Yep. Now this is all bad. I just walked myself into a worse scenario. Now we're still at 13, so it's not the end of the world. I think there's something to be said about really putting the pressure in the opponent's hands are small. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, you really have to do that more often than not. Yeah, not playing that Rally of the Ranks is really kind of bad. Because now I have to hope to top deck a white mana, and we still might be screwed up by an Embercleave. Or, for that matter, a Torbran would still be bad. Okay, the good news is they don't have another card to play, or they would have tried to get a trigger off Robber. So, good news, bad news? Maybe it's Embercleaves, and if so, we might just be dead. No, it's not Embercleaves, because they would have just played it there, probably. Unless they were afraid of us having a removal. No, I don't think we can win. I think really me making a misplay and just not having that rally the ranks out already there. Because now I'd be able to play both of these, and I'd be probably able to come back somewhat. And I don't think we can now. Because we have to have 2 blockers. And if it's not Embercleave, it means it's just removal like Frostbite or something. So that's pretty sad. We'll just call human. And I'm going to play this. Only good news is if it is Embercleave, I'll just block a Robber of the Rich, trade with that, and then hope we have something next turn. That Fervent Champ's going to sign our death certificate, I think. Yep. Nothing we're going to be able to do. I mean, just get your Embercleave. Yep. Because they would have had to choose odd or even, and they would have died the next turn. Alright, this is a good start, though. We have to go Worthy Knight into Worthy Knight, or Worthy Knight into General. So a few options here we could play around with. So I assume they're probably going to try to kill a Worthy Knight. That would be the plan, I would think. Acquisitions experts. Well, expert, you can have that. I think... do I just run the Kudrow out now? No, we do this. Because it's more damage next turn when we play Kudrow. Because if they have another discard spell, we just discard the land and then we play Kudrow and attack for a lot more. Charming Prince, not a card we're afraid of here. Cute, but I don't even want my mana right now. We ain't even about that. Oh, but see, they got stuck. Oh, no, I got to do this. I can't wait too much longer. While they're stuck, we got to put the pedal to the metal. It's tempting to want to play that other Worthy Knight, but I know what's good for us. Yeah, they'll double block one of them. That's fine. We're okay with that. And we create a situation where they may not be able to double block next turn, even if they had something. Yeah. Oh, I should have just done that. That would have been lethal. What am I doing? Well, guess not. They had answer anyway. Actually, would it have been? Nah, they would have been at 2 regardless. So yeah. Sadly, we're going to mulligan. This doesn't... I mean, Dire Tactics doesn't really do much in this fight. But, you know what? Let's keep it. Let's just see what happens. This is for science. Because we could just as well draw a real live creature here and then, you know, we're off to the races. Or we could just do that and it can suck. Well, now whatever we get, we want it to be 2 mana. So we can start spreading out our costs. Good news is we do have all the mana we need if we get a Goldspan Dragon. Or if we could draw one of our Showdown of the Scalds, like we can cast that with no problem. Worthy Knight. Cute. I don't know if it solves any of our woes. But if the opponent takes the turn off to, I don't know, let's say Cultivate or something, we do have a chance to get a decent amount of damage in here. Alright. This does mean we are going to have to be careful next turn because there's a chance they're just going to play Shadow's Verdict. As much as we like that, I don't think we can do it. Because that would do 8, put the opponent down to 6. Yeah, I don't think that's where we are. This way, something weird happens. We could still possibly play like a Fervent Champ. Is the opponent just on removal here? Maybe Binding? No, Cultivator. Alright, well they can't Ultimatum next turn. That would be a thing. Oh, actually, wait. If they don't have a counter, they could just be dead here. Ooh, let's see if they have it. Do ya? You don't have black mana open. I mean, unless it's Brazen Borrower, this is it, right? Yeah, all right. Well, there you have it. It actually is a deck that plays very fast. This could be a good one. Because it's also 3 colors, can let you meet some dailies and a few different ones at the same time. So maybe if you didn't get on for a couple of days, still need to meet those dailies, this could do something to really take care of that for you. I will also say this, that it might be the thing you want to play just to rank up quick. If you want to play something different than mono red or mono white, this is cool to have another option available. Now it does take several rares, so that's a little tough, but if you've been playing for most of this last year, you probably owned already a big chunk of these cards, so that could help you out too. I don't know, the only card I'd really think about adding to the list might be Vanishing Verse, and I'm not really sure how I feel about it. There's a lot of times it'd be really good, especially against like mono white aggro, to be able to just get rid of a Heliod, which would be great. But against other cards, there's sometimes it just doesn't do quite what you want it to do. So, I don't know. I'm going to leave that up to you to decide, but it's at least another card worth considering. Now, for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Mishra's Bauble. Mostly because this card is actually just generally really good, and in the formats that people want it, they want to play 4 of. And this has actually been reprinted in, I believe, Iconic Masters. Even as an uncommon, it's still back to somewhere between $5 and $7. So go dig those up if you want to make some spare change, which is going to be a lot more than spare change. It'll be actual dollars. Don't forget, if you want today's deck list, it's going to be in the description down below. Links to all of my other stuff. So if you want to come join me on Discord, get some deck help, maybe with some Strixhaven stuff, or if you want to come join my streams on Twitch or Facebook Gaming and just be part of the shenanigans and maybe get some input on some of the decks, that's always fun to do as well. And remember, if you haven't, please like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because that helps me and helps you be notified whenever a new video comes out. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.